Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So today we're just doing a quick unboxing. So this is the LED solar lamp. I get these from my parents because they have a lot of plants in their backyard, and it's pretty big. So I don't want them running extension cords everywhere and worrying about water when they water plants and stuff. Electrical hazards. So I got these solar ones. I got a lot of smaller ones previously, and now I'm trying to branch out to get the more expensive, bigger, brighter LED solar options that they have out there. And I came across this one from this company. I just decided it had a lot of positive things about it, so I went ahead and got it. So for one thing, it comes with a cool remote. I do like that the solar doesn't need to be attached to the light itself. So it gives you more mounting abilities. So you can mount the solar on the roof where you can get a little bit more sun. And then the LED unit would be located more towards the dark side where you actually need the light. Makes sense? And this one actually has a sensor. So if there's movement, then it'll turn on, which makes a lot of perfect sense for my application that I'm needing this for. So the manual is pretty simple. It tells you what it is, and here it is a polycrystalline silicone whatever solar cell at 3.5 watts, 6 volts. So that's actually pretty good. So it needs about 4 to 6 hours of sunlight to charge it fully. And as you can see, it's a 15-watt LED light, which usually translates to pretty darn strong. This would be more than bright enough for what you need at night. It does come with 5,000 milliamps. So at 15 watts, this should last pretty much throughout the night. Working time, I'm not sure, 3 cloudy or rainy days. So I assume if it's not sunny enough, it should have enough power to go maybe 3 days, I guess. I'm assuming what they're trying to say. The light output would push out to 8 meters, which is pretty far. I'm sure even if it lights up at half distance, then that should be more than enough for what this would be used for. Remote distance, blah, blah, blah. And this is what it comes with. Look at it, it comes with the nylon straps, so you can easily mount this quickly, lickety split on anything, on a tube, on a pipe, around a 2x4. You can mount this up really, very fast. And that's kind of why I wanted it. Just something just easy to put up, and then you just don't have to think about it or worry about it at any time after that. And here's just some troubleshooting. Again, it comes with a remote. It comes with a sealed lamp, which is very nice. Again, here's the little nylon straps. Just mount it to anything around that you need. 4 of them. It's the LED, but wow, they put the solar like that? Okay. Alright, so here's the solar device itself. So the quality of this so far looks very, very nice. Here's a good look at the solar. It's encased in nice metal. It has a little glass front here, which is very good to protect it. I mean, the lip seems fine. It doesn't seem to be siliconed, but I assume this is going to be great for outdoor solar, and it comes with this nice little waterproof jack here. You just push it in with this seal here and just tighten it down. The cord looks very, very long. I don't think the instruction tells you, but that looks very long, so you're able to mount it at a good distance, around the corner, facing the sun, etc., etc. But yeah, that looks like a very long cord. Yeah, so that quality's nice. Alright, so now let's go. Sorry, I'm doing a couple videos and my voice is... I know that's a horrible thing to hear while you're watching a YouTube video. But yeah, my voice is just, I just need a drink of water there. And if I didn't tell you before, this is like aluminum casing, so everything feels very nice and snug. Quality is very nice. The remote is typical. I mean, it has some Chinese label on this, but of course there's English. So there's the on and off button, 1, 2, 3, which I'm not sure what that is. Here's the dimmer. I assume it's the percentage. So you can do 100%, 50%, 75%, and 25%. And then here's the time, so you could do it, 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours, or just time off and just pretty much just on and off, whatever you prefer. I think I would probably just do like either a 6 or 9 hour type of thing. For my application, that is. In the box, it does come with these nice little toggle bolts here. I'm trying to see if you're screwing it into, I guess, metal. So you would put a pivot hole, and it's a pretty large size hole. You screw this in, and then when you tighten this down, this should pull this, and it'll expand this and lock into place. So it's more of a almost a semi-permanent type mounting system. But I would probably be doing the tie strap option anyways. But that's just me. So I can tell off that bat that this quality is very, very nice. Look at that. Everything is nicely sealed, hard plastic. Wow, yeah, the build quality is very, very nice. Look at that. And so this is real metal here, as you can tell. It comes with this nice clear shield over the LEDs to just protect it. And you can tell this plastic is pretty thick, and it's actually very nice. I mean, I wouldn't say tamper-proof, so if someone throws a rock at this, I know you could tell it'll protect it. I don't know why someone would be throwing rocks at your LED light, but I'm just giving you an idea of how the quality of this is. You can tell this is built like a tank. Look at that. Everything's very solid. There's like definitely no type of flex on this plastic covering that they have on this. There's no type of flex at all. As you can see, it's nice stainless steel screws, so there's no type of rust or anything. And I assume this type of metal, they use this to help draw away the heat from the LED lights, because you can tell these are some real strong, high performance type of LEDs. So let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 by what is that, 5? So that's 35 minus 1, so 34 lights. 34 individual LED iodes. Oh, I don't think you call them iodes. Anyway, so it comes with little 34 individual LED lights. So this definitely will pump out a lot of lumens. And man, you can just tell this is some nice quality stuff. So you can tighten these bolts on the side to angle it and lock it into wherever you want it to angle the light to. And as I mentioned before, here's the nice, cool wireless moistureless type of seal, because it has just that little silicone washer, and then from there it screws in, so it prevents water from damaging any of your electronics through the cabling and stuff like that. Yeah, you can see the way they seal this is very nice to prevent water from damaging it. And from what I remember, you should always do some type of, I think, a loop like that or something, wherever you plug it in, so when water comes, it just kind of rolls down to the lowest point. I don't know if that's true, but it makes sense to me, so that's probably what I would be doing. So I'll just go ahead and leave this in a loop anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave a comment below if I'm totally off on that. But, I'm always open to learn. Anyway, so as you can tell, this quality is really nice. I'm very, very, very pleased with my purchase. As you can tell, there's tons of these on Amazon. So I was purely going by the picture itself, and this picture of this LED light, it just seems like it's a lot better quality than some of the other ones out there. And I'm proud to say that my intuition was correct, because man, look at that. This is done very nice. I'm gonna leave this just a little thin to prevent from probably hairline scratches or something. I don't know. But I'm just leave it on until I actually mount it up and use it. But you know, as you can tell, just nice little plastic on there. What I will probably do, I don't have to do a little quick research on this, but I think I might put some Rain-X on this just to make it a little more slippery against the rain. But I have to read up to make sure that the heat coming out of this will not mess with the Rain-X. I assume it doesn't, because you know Rain-X goes on your windshield, and your windshield does get pretty hot. I don't know as hot as LEDs, so I will, again, like I said, have to do a quick YouTube search and see. But I think if you put just a nice little, even just if you just wax this, I think that would help. Let the water bead off of it a little more. Basically, you don't want little hard water to stain this. But I assume this plastic is really weatherproof. But it's more of just for my case. I just want to add just a little bit something to increase the life of stuff like this. Because again, all this stuff will be outdoors 24/7 in the sun. Well, this might not be in the sun really, but I mean, even this, I might put a little wax on this or something. I'm not sure. I have to really research on that to see what I should use. I think out of the box, all this type of stuff is just weatherproof. But I would say it's more weather resistance for maybe up to a year, and then for sure you have to come down and wipe this every once in a while to keep it clean, to collect as much solar energy as you can, right? Makes sense. Anyways, I'm just babbling on, so I won't cut the video short. Again, this is the nice LED solar flood lamp. Again, I think this is where the sensor is for movement, or for sundown or stuff like that. Oh, I'll crack the manual later and read it to double check. But again, here's the solar lamp. I'll leave the link below. And as you can see, here's the color here. So this is a nice range of white that I prefer. And here's the branding here. It's from LOZAYI. Anyways, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you like stuff like this, because I love LED and solar lights type of devices. If you like it too, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll try to do a lot more product reviews of this type of stuff. And later on, I'll mount this, and I'll leave maybe a follow-up video on this to see it, so you can see it working. But I love stuff like this, and I hope you do too. All right, I'll leave it there.